am Crystal Keys, and welcome to Workplace Keys to Success, a channel that brings you an unfiltered, no-nonsense approach to surviving workplace bullying. Do you have confidence, discipline, and a sense of purpose? Are you diligent, resilient, tenacious, optimistic, consistent, yet flexible? If so, you've got true grit. As such, you have the stuff needed to succeed, and you'll need true grit in the face of workplace bullying. Before we dive into workplace bullying and true grit, I want to remind you to subscribe and like, and share your experiences below kindly. Share your successful strategies. Let's help others overcome workplace bullying. Well, as a former target of workplace bullying, I know how it feels to leave work depleted, full of anxiety and feeling less than. When I've explained my experience to others and what I was going through, I've received advice and feedback like, well, just ignore it. Get over it. Put on your big girl underwear. Buckle in, buck up, and get some grit in your craw. True grit. Well, at first, honestly, I was offended because I wanted sympathy. I wanted to wallow in pity just for a bit. But pitying yourself keeps you stuck. I needed the strength to make the right moves to stop workplace bullying. Well, what is true grit? So numerous birds do not have the same type of stomach as humans or even other birds. Human stomachs contain strong acids breaking down the food for digestion. Well, some birds and chickens have gizzards, and when they eat, the food goes through their gizzard, filled with items like sand and rocks, dirt, little rocks. The food, dirt, and little rocks pass through the gizzard, breaking down the food for digestion, meaning they have grit in their craw. True grit. So over the years, true grit is a term that has been used to describe an individual who has courage, fortitude, and determination. And they have this in difficult circumstances. I remember the 2010 movie called True Grit with Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, Haley Steinfeld, and Josh Brolin. Some might even remember the original 1969 version with John Wayne as Rooster, who possessed courage, fortitude, and determination. True grit is especially needed for individuals trying to overcome their current circumstances or conditions like workplace bullying. Although sometimes we don't know how to activate true grit when we incur workplace bullying, we're going to need it. Why? Because we're often left with feelings of anxiety, loss of concentration, burnout, fatigue, and more, etc. Most of us have true grit, but we don't always know how to harness it and put it to work for us. If your true grit is depleted due to your workplace bullying experience, try and get it back. Easier said than done, right? Well, I want you to take a look at my workplace bullying and health impacts. That episode provides some coping techniques in stressful situations. I will leave you a link in this description. You are going to need true grit for your next experience, for your next. Simply put, you have what it takes to stop workplace bullying by activating true grit. Now, if you don't have true grit, I want to provide you details surrounding the characteristics of true grit. They are courage, consistency, and determination. Okay, so let's break this down. Courage, that's the first one. Also known as fortitude. This is the choice and the willingness to confront agony, pain, danger, uncertainty, or intimidation. Courage can also include bravery, morality, perseverance, and patience. The next one is consistency. This is the ability to be asserted without contradiction and with reliability. Consistency can apprehensively impact continual commitment. And the final one, but definitely not least, is determination. Determination is a positive emotional feeling that involves persistent effort towards a challenging goal despite the obstacles, despite the barriers. Determination helps individuals achieve their goals. Now, too often, we advise others of using their true grit, but we don't offer the strategic moves to aid in eliminating workplace bullying. What are some measures to actually stop workplace bullying? Know that workplace bullying can end with you. Stand up for yourself. How is this done? By documenting all misconduct. Keep a journal at all times. Communicate all misconduct. File a complaint within your organization. Follow the chain of command. Inform human resources. Even if you think it's going to go on deaf's ear, you need to show a record that you did let HR know what was happening. You can file a complaint with the EEOC, the Civil Rights Commission. Keep meticulous records of your accomplishments and the projects, the work that you have been completing or are completing. Use those one-on-ones that are mandatory for managers to complete, the mid-year reviews that are mandatory for you to complete, yearly performance reviews. Use that as the stage to tell the story of your exceptional performance and how you are an asset to the organization. I just did that this last week, showing them what you bring to the plate. Model and support ethical conduct because you don't want to be found wanting. You want to make sure you're exuding ethical conduct. You also need to attend and participate in training, your ethics training, anti-bullying, anti-harassment. You can proactively select a therapist. Counseling is a great way to process what is happening. That way, you can know what next steps you need to take. You can also proactively find an attorney that specializes in workplace bullying, workplace harassment. And then finally, but definitely not least, implement an ultimatum for yourself. Do you need to consider a transfer? Do you need to consider disability or workman's comp? Do you need to find a new job or change careers? This is all important considerations for you to take. You don't need to be stuck and continue in the workplace bullying, in the toxic environment. Well, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, our time is up. Hopefully, I've helped you share some information that can help you make some strategic decisions. Let's stay connected. How do we do that? We stay connected by subscribing and liking. This will allow you to get new content on a weekly basis. Well, thank you for tuning in and have a great work week.